we're supposed to build community. And I'm so tired of having a relationship with a YouTube search engine. I would rather have a relationship with people. And one way that you can
I
do that
agree.
is through gardening, through food, through Jesus, and sharing all three of those things in the community that you have.
Hey,
So
everybody. I am here with Miss Leslie, and she has graciously agreed to let us see her garden. And what gardener wouldn't? So, she has created some bug repellent, all natural, and she's going to slather my arms with some so I don't get torn up with the mosquitoes. So, here's my arm. What's
it
in here?
it
Oh,
is
it's
American Beauty leaves, soaked in rubbing alcohol for 24 hours to 48 hours. When it's 24 hours, it turns this really bright, like hunter, almost grass colored green.
let me see. Show us.
Now it's this murky brown looking green, but
Okay.
it works really well for the mosquitoes.
I'm sorry about the camera. I had to switch arms.
Oh no, we're losing blueberries. They're rolling away. But yeah,
All right.
that's it.
So we are going to get a tour, and we have some background music that I love to hear. Children doing their thing, and
Chickens.
chickens and ducks doing their thing. So, Leslie, we'll begin whenever you're ready.
Okay, cool beans. My chicken is eating this grub right here. Hold on one second. Pardon me.
Who is this?
Need to take care of her real quick. Those are our black Australorps. We have 5 black Australorps. We have 4 Rhode Island Reds, and then 4 other varieties, or 4 other of one variety. Okay, so this is my seed plot. I'm calling it my seed plot. I don't really think it's actually a seed plot, but
a seed pot of, what does that mean? You threw
plot.
everything in there?
Plot. So just my green bean seed plot. So these are my sunflowers. They're taking a minute to grow, obviously. Hold on one second. Let me close
Yeah, they
this.
will. They will take off.
Yes,
You
but
look like,
everything on this side of the garden is in ground. So these are my sunflowers, and then the green beans. I've got 2 varieties.
yeah, I see those.
I have blue lake bush variety, and then whatever this is from Dollar Tree. I just picked some seeds from a Dollar Tree and just threw them in the ground, and obviously they're being overtaken by weeds.
Are those yellow wax?
Possibly, yes.
Okay, that's what they look like to me.
They probably are, and I like them because you can see them easier when you're harvesting them, which that's the goal, is to be able to see them easier and harvest them easier.
Yes, because green on green.
It's so hard. You're going to see these are more green beans right here that are being overtaken by my butternut squash, but you're going to see those. Those are so hard to find amongst the leaves and the...
Hey guys, it was hot and my camera got overheated. So in the refrigerator it went, and now we're back. So you were talking about your beans and how they're camouflaged or hard to see when you have the difference of the yellow wax versus the regular old green beans. But you know how to find them when it's time to pick them.
Yes. And I do prefer the yellow wax ones. So that's why I have this little plot, because I'm so tired of going and buying seeds from the store. So I'm doing my best to revamp everything. And I actually have, you'll see, I'll show you all the volunteer tomatoes that I have.
Okay.
And volunteer just means they come back on their own. You don't have to plant them yourself. But so you can see the green beans. You can kind of see them coming off a little bit. But compared to the yellow wax, like, you can hardly see these, and I end up almost breaking the plant halfway through the time. But this is all my green beans. I actually need to harvest them after these videos. And then I did a middle row of sunflowers, and then these are all my butternut squashes. I did, on the other side of these sunflowers, there's butternut squash, pumpkin, spaghetti squash, watermelon, and cantaloupe. And then
all
behind
over here?
me, yes.
Okay.
I did a mound, and then I did...
They're gonna go all on that cardboard and
yes.
mulch there.
And I did that. I was gonna put more there, and then I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna let them grow over. And they root. A lot of squashes, they root themselves. So on the vine, they'll root themselves again. So I just wanted to give them room to be able to do that. And then behind me is more tomatoes. I have a girlfriend that has a farm up the street. And she gave me Roma tomatoes, which is in the middle. She gave me some beefsteak tomatoes, which are right here, I think. Nice. I can't remember. And then more Romas. I did a lot of sauce tomatoes this year because my goal is to do my own barbecue sauce, ketchup, tomato paste, and all that stuff.
Right. Sorry,
Um,
cut your head off, but
no, that's okay. I
listen,
appreciate you.
listen. These sunflowers, how
Mhm.
tall are they going to be, or because they look like they're about to flower?
Yeah, the ones that I got are a shorter variety, and I have no idea what kind they are. They're, again, a lot of my seeds that I was getting for the first 2 years of gardening were from Dollar Tree, and so the sunflowers that I got last year were in my raised bed, and they were only about our height in the raised bed. That's okay. Um, and so I just took seed from my sunflowers from last year and just put them back in the ground. And I did the same thing with my dry beans, which I'll show y'all as well. And then these are my cowpeas. They're only a couple of inches tall right now. We just planted
Whoa.
them the other day.
Uh-huh.
Um, and you can see I've got cardboard everywhere. That's to keep my weeds down.
And that helps with also keeping your paths clean.
Mm-hmm.
And then who knows what you plant, you may restructure in the future, and then you got good quality soil and the worms all up underneath there.
Yes. And that is my goal, is to rotational crop.
Uh-huh.
So this right now is going to be cowpeas. Next year, I'm going to put my green beans on the back and move my squash completely up front. I don't want the pest damage to mix. And then in the middle, I think I'll always keep it as my sauce garden. So my basil, my cilantro, my dill, my parsley, and my tomatoes and my peppers.
Cool.
Because this year I want to overwinter my peppers. And then these are my cucumber babies. They're little.
They're gonna go up this little trellis.
Yes, they will. I actually need to retrain that one. But we planted these ones out the other day. This one was a transplant. Cucumbers do not like
Oh,
being
was that from
transplanted.
our friend?
It is from our friend.
Let me get a close up.
Pitiful.
So she
I
gave
see
she gave
you.
you this cucumber
Actually, wait,
plant
no,
to
sister.
revive?
Sister, I fibbed. These are not from our friend. The
No?
ones from our friend are on the deck. They still look just as pitiful, but these
Oh.
ones are actually from Home Depot. So I will not
Oh.
mention the location name, but the Home Depot that I went to, they had all of these plants just on the ground. And I said, hey, nobody's going to buy these anyways. Why
Right.
can't I just take them? And he said, that's not a yes or a no from me. I will just turn the other way. And I said, got it.
Hey, that's good looking out for yourself.
Yes. And then all of this mulch, the pine shavings and stuff, is completely free. My girlfriend and I, we went to the Tractor Supply dumpsters, and we got all
Bales.
of this. Yeah, we got several fully intact packages of pine shavings for completely
Okay,
free.
I'm going with you next time.
These are more cucumbers. I know I have an insane amount of cucumbers right now. These are my basil. These are my cosmos. Look at this beautiful bumblebee.
Wait, you got dill. Look at the dill.
Yes. So again, I'm trying to do my own seed. So obviously I let my basil go to seed,
Yeah.
and then my dill went to seed, and I really want to collect more. I already have an entire mason jar full of dill right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted it to go to seed and kind of do its thing.
Look at this.
And then I will I'll just take the seed when it's done and I'll just plant more of it. Kind of what I'm doing with my cilantro as well.
And the basil and the dill are great for pollinators and attracting the beneficial insects to the garden.
Look, there's one right there.
Look at the bee.
And then the cosmos, look behind
and
you.
the cosmos, I know they're going to be flooded with.
They're heavy. They're such small
Oh,
flowers.
yeah.
They're being weighed down by the big old bumblebees that are going on there.
Look at.
But yeah, and this is seed from last year. One flower will give you an entire Ziploc bag full of Cosmo seeds.
And that's a good thing about saving seed, and also saving money.
Yes. And then I've got my wildflower mix over there. I don't know exactly what kind the purple flowers are.
Where?
There's this little guy, and then there's one right by your knee.
That
came up. But when that's done, I'm gonna collect seed from that as well.
Nice.
I threw echinacea in here, it didn't come up. I threw calendula and chamomile in here, it didn't come up. But I have a girlfriend from church who I'm gonna trade with.
Well, we still have some time. You could plant some seed, just drop it in and see what happens.
Oh, they're doing so well. I like watching them get the
pollen.
Yes, they're so sweet. I love watching them. But this is my cilantro. I got as much as I wanted from it. I froze a ton of it, and I blended up with olive oil, and I put it in little cubes so that I can put it in my rice or in my beans and stuff like that. And then
that's a nice way to preserve.
Yes, and it's cost effective because you get one bunch of cilantro at the store for $1, $2. I can grow 20 times that amount with one packet of seeds that costs the same. And these
These
are
already,
all seeds that I can plant again in the fall.
yeah.
So I'm excited about that.
So they're gonna flower and go to seed.
Yes. And
Here's
then
some. I was trying to find some right here.
these are my San Marzanos. Let me know if I'm going too fast. I'm sorry.
Oh no, wait. I just want to show them the seeds. So
They're so cool. If
they're
you could find like a
really
good bunch of them.
here's some right there. Trying to get a clearer shot. And that'll be your seed for next year.
Yes. And honestly, even this fall, because I do
Yes.
plan on planting more cilantro because we go through so much cilantro. We do a lot of Hispanic cooking and Mediterranean cooking that uses a lot of cilantro and mint. And I've got mint in the front yard that just keeps coming back because it grows like crazy. That's anyways,
It
yeah.
smells so good too.
It smells so good. And I also want to try my hand at making my own peppermint chocolate chip ice cream with mint from my own garden. This is actually a volunteer tomato that came up on its own this year.
Okay.
I noticed the leaves and I was like, you know what? Okay, I'm just gonna let it do its thing. It's the San Marzano.
Yeah.
One can of these at the store is running me $5 and I can get a packet of seeds and grow 20, 30 plants with one packet of seeds. More cucumbers.
Okay, are you juicing cucumbers? What are you doing with all these
We
cucumbers?
pickle them.
Okay.
We pickle them. We use them in tzatziki sauce because we do a lot of Mexican, Hispanic, Mediterranean cooking. By we, I mean me. So I'm just canning a lot of them. I want to do a lot of fridge pickles this year, so I'm trying to convince my husband to get me a super cheap outdoor fridge for the back deck so that I can put all of my fridge pickles in there. Either for selling or for family for people at the church, because if I have all this land and I know plenty of people, as I'm sure you do, that don't have space to grow this stuff, I've got all this extra space that can put 5 tomato plants right here and I can grow that for my friends and family in church. And that's what we're supposed to do in the first place. That doesn't mean that we're supposed to work for completely free, but we're supposed to build community. And I'm so tired of having a relationship with a YouTube search engine. I would rather have a relationship with people. And one way that you can do that is through gardening, through food, through Jesus, and sharing all 3 of those things in the community that you have. So, so yeah.
I agree 100%. And to me, it's so much joy in sharing and gardening because life began in the garden.
Yes.
Food began in the garden.
Yes.
Everything. So that's why I'm most comfortable in the garden.
Yes. And prayer began in the garden too. That's where Adam spoke with the Lord first. And so my girlfriend that has her farm up the street that gave me the tomato plants and stuff, we've talked about it, is that coming out here in the morning and the evening and praying how our ancestors did. They were out in the field almost all day. They didn't have all these other indoor jobs. They were always outside with their family talking. Yes, sir. I see you. You're brave. You're very brave. They were out in the garden, out in the field, doing all these different things. And so there's no, why wouldn't we do the same thing? It worked for them. Why would we not do the same thing? And that's what I've been doing. And the Lord's been helping me with my pest pressure. Maybe not the squash bugs as much. They're everywhere right now.
So you have some plants that are, I don't know. To me, it's like there's no right and wrong way to garden.
Yes.
Trial and error, whatever rhythm goes. They talk about companion planting and all of these things, the language, they got permaculture, they got all of these names, but there is things that you will discover that will help and complement each other.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I have not found that. This is only my 3rd year gardening. So my first year was pitiful. I had this one box and it was up against the fence and it didn't get nearly enough sunlight. I think I had one squash, one black beauty squash, and then 2 or 3 cucumbers. And I think I might have had 1 tomato plant.
But you started.
But I started, and I'm grateful that I did that, because then my husband started seeing, oh, this is something that you enjoy doing, and he wants to pour into me and the boys. I've got a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old. And the boys enjoy doing it. They enjoy
quiet. Wait. It's quiet. Are they okay? I can't
They're right
see
behind
them.
you.
Okay.
Yes, they're just doing what they're doing. And found his way around the other side, so he's playing with gravel.
Okay, cool.
That's another thing about farm life. You're gonna find eggs places. I completely forgot that I had these here. I put those here earlier this morning, and I completely forgot about them. Yes,
Look at
sir.
the
He's just
strawberry bed.
playing. Yes, so I've got the June bearing ones that you gave me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've got ever bearing ones that my mother-in-law gave me. And then this is a rhubarb. I took some stalks off of that yesterday, some pretty big stalks, and I got this as a start from Tractor Supply. I put it in the ground and it's been doing its thing ever since. And then there's some people that do carrots in little open spaces. I'm doing beets. I really like beets. They
Oh yeah,
can
here they are.
they can grow all year long. They don't have to just be in the cool environment. And
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a
so
lot of people grow them in the fall.
yes, because
In
they're
our
going to be a little
zone.
bit more sweet. They're not going to be so earthy and bitter in the
Mm-hmm.
fall. And I still want to do that. There's a pepper underneath my cucumber too. I've got
Mm-hmm.
peppers everywhere as well. That's another thing. Peppers don't take up a whole lot of space. A lot of them will just go vertical, and then the second year, if you overwinter them properly,
Right.
they will do their thing. But let's talk about the elephant in the garden.
Oh, the trellis. What they
I
call a cattle
have
panel.
sister, I have everything on here. I've got spaghetti squash, pretty much the same that I put in ground over there. I put in the little raised bed right here. I have a little baby watermelon at the bottom. She is not thriving. She's not getting the sunlight that she needs. Look at
Yeah.
all those bugs right there.
Oh,
Those are, I don't
aphids.
even know what those are.
Where are they?
I'm sure you can see them.
They look like they're changing into aphids.
Probably. And that's the problem. You can see the pest damage on the leaves.
Yeah.
I need to get nasturtiums. I've heard a lot of good things about nasturtiums, and they're
Right.
one of those flowers that will just grow and grow and grow and come back again and again and again. And
Mm-hmm.
so and they're really good for aphids, for aphid pest pressure.
Yeah,
But
because they take the focus off the plant
mhm,
onto them.
yes, and I've got little baby loofahs that are coming out finally. I was getting kind of
Oh,
worried
nice.
because it was vining so much and it wasn't actually getting any fruit on it. But that's my first one to actually.
They're gonna weigh down this place, the loofahs.
I know,
How
but
many did you plant?
3. So there's 2 side by side right here, and then there's one more on the opposite side as well.
Okay. But the
Um,
cattle panel should hold it. I grew loofahs one time and my trellis collapsed.
I'm not sure if this one's gonna collapse or not. I'm praying that it doesn't. Um, but I've been coming out here just about every morning, thank you, and taking those eggs off, and then also just hand pollinating. I hand pollinated that guy, I hand pollinated these 2, and then there's that huge pumpkin right here.
Oh, I didn't even see that one.
Yes, it's kind of blending in.
Let me
And
get
as
on
you
the
can
other
see, I've got
side.
carrots in the middle of it. That's he's on the ATV. Come back over here, please. Bring your brother back over here, please.
Bill, that's a pumpkin?
That's a pumpkin.
What? I don't know what kind of pumpkin
I
it
think
is.
that's the jack-o'-lantern pumpkin.
Oh, wow.
I think, but we're gonna have to like meander our way around.
Yeah.
I've got butternut squash underneath there as well.
Yeah, I see a little baby one.
Yes, and they're not growing as well on the trellis as I wanted them to. These are all my peppers. I purchased all of those.
What? These?
Yeah, I
Okay,
purchased all 6
peppers.
of those. These are starts that I did, and they're just taking forever. So I wanted to kind of have my backup plan. Ignore the weeds. Ignore.
A true gardener knows weeds, and
Yes.
they're only a weed whacker away,
Yes.
or hand pulling.
I actually do a lot of hand pulling because I'm absolutely horrified of accidentally killing a plant and all the hard work that I've done.
Well, the other thing is, I don't know about you, but I like weeding.
I do. It's therapeutic.
Relaxing. Yeah.
It is because you can kind of get your anger out, and I have a lot of that. But yeah, so these are my pumpkins. These are my little pumpkin babies.
When did you start planting them?
April.
April. Great. Okay.
Yep, I just threw them in the ground in April, and you know that we didn't have a whole lot of super late frost this year.
Mm-hmm.
So I was these are my marigolds that are from last year's seed. This is an insane amount of seed. I did not mean to put down as much as I did. But those are my pride and joy pumpkins. I was not expecting them to do as well as they did.
They look great.
No, they don't. Oh no!
Oh, it rotted. It's not like somebody ate it.
Oh
no!
It's okay. Glad it happened while you were here because I would have never checked on it otherwise.
And it would have got. We got more seed in there.
Food for the chickens and more seed. That's what that is. So I'm
nothing goes to waste.
Oh, and it smells so sweet.
Let me smell.
To me, that smells sweet.
Mm-hmm.
You want to smell it? It's a pumpkin. It's my pumpkin. It's the guts of the pumpkin. Yeah, that's the problem. I had put down this cardboard trying to get kind of like the
Get it off
sand,
yeah.
because people put down sand when they're growing bigger pumpkins. And I was like, oh, okay, well, that's what I'll do. But that's the thing. I just hand pollinated this pumpkin that'll grow. And that one's off the ground, so I won't have to worry about that one rotting. Hey, Keenan, you have to go out of the garden because Sister Tiffany is recording right now, okay? Thank you. Can you go check for eggs? Now.
So these chickens will lay the eggs anywhere.
Yes, they will for the most part, which is super frustrating for me. But the eggs that are over there, those, like I said, I put those there this morning and I had completely forgotten about it.
Yeah.
They love pumpkin. They love pumpkin. But I'm going to probably harvest this one today. I need to go get my loppers so that I can cut it so it actually looks pretty.
Mm-hmm.
And then my zucchinis over there, I have a zucchini that I need to harvest.
Are you growing baseball bats or you're picking them on time?
The next, actually, that reminds me, thank you for reminding me. The one that's on there right now, I have to let it get to full size so that I can harvest the seed. So I need to let that one get overripe, and then I'm going to let it do its thing and kind of ferment the seed.
So it's
and
then
then
I
I
get
can take it out.
yellow.
Yes.
When you're talking about, when you're describing that, you're saying you're going to leave it on the vine and let it pretty much almost
go bad on the vine.
Yeah, it's going to turn yellow, mushy, or whatever. You're going to hopefully get it before it's really mushy, but
yes,
that's gives it enough time for the seed to fully develop.
Yes, and I've never done it before, so if I don't succeed, I can always put in another one, you know.
And that's the same with the cucumbers. If you wanted to, if you had to open pollinate, oh yeah, there's your little stink bugs. I mean, not stink bugs.
Squash bugs.
Aphids.
Yes. They are everywhere right now. They're tearing these
And now
things
it's
up.
hard because the bug pressure's high.
Yeah, look at that. They're all right here.
Those are the stink bugs there.
Yeah. And that's all right. I don't mind. I heard somebody say once, well, if you want squash, go buy it at the store because it's so cheap, yada, yada, yada. I value organic food so much, and by organic I do mean homegrown, because it's a skill that I want my kids to learn. It's not about the ease of access, it's about my kids learning how to deal with it. And like you said, we're experimenting. By this time next year, I'm going to hopefully have some nasturtium seeds, and then that'll keep the aphids down. There's so many. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah.
There is so many over here. Holy cow. Yeah, that's crazy. And now I've got
you gotta have the
guts on my hands.
Yeah, you're gonna have a bug picking party.
I will. I probably will once the camera's off because my hands get so gross.
Mm-hmm.
But these are my marigolds. I really like these because they kind of look like velvet. Yeah, they've got some brighter ones. Thank you. I like these ones. These ones look really pretty. And then the super dark ones almost look like a velvet color. Yeah. And I love that. I have a random Texas bluebonnet under here. I think that's a perennial. I can't remember if that'll come back or not next year, but it's right under there with the little 5 leaves. My sister got me those seeds, and so I wanted to plant that for her because she lives in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
These are all my dry beans. And the pumpkin that's a little bit overzealous.
Are these pintos or?
These are pintos mixed in with black beans. Having 2 kids, I let them grow with me, and so I'm gonna have to just pick them out. But yes, I do have a lot, and obviously the weeds are kind of starting to come over them. I think this one's dry. Mm-hmm. This one's dry.
You got a couple, and then you know, we've had rain too, so that's why the weeds are so, you know, or the grass that's growing, it's not, you know.
Yes. And the thing about dry beans is that they don't usually get a lot of pest pressure, which is why I wanted to grow them. They don't tend to get a lot of holes in the seeds, except for this one. Of course, I would pick one that has pest pressure in it. But these are the black beans. They're these cute little beans, and these, because they're a dried seed, once you harvest them, those are the 2 that got ruined by a worm or something. But they come back next year and I can throw them in the ground and they do the same thing. And because, yeah, I want to just keep growing my own seed. So
I love your trellis that you
Thanks.
use.
I wonder who I got it from.
Yeah, no, but still, that you put it to good use, you know?
Yes, and I actually had T-posts from when we put the chicken coop together. I wasn't certain what we were going to do with them, but thank God we had extra. And then I've got these plastic little T-posts on the other side. I used bamboo on one side of this trellis and regular T-posts on the other side.
Okay.
And this is another pumpkin. This is the sugar baby pumpkin. And you can see the gigantic one that's right here as well.
That one's so pretty.
It is beautiful. I like the size of it and the roundness of it, especially since that one's gone now.
And this is what? Which kind? What's this?
Sugar baby pumpkin. So they're going to be smaller. You can kind of see it on that one right there. And this one, I can't remember if that's my spaghetti squash or if that's another pumpkin that's just growing
spiders.
I know. I am growing spiders.
Spider webs.
I know. But it's okay. My goal with
Everything
the pumpkin
serves a purpose.
It does.
Good or bad.
Yes. But my goal with the pumpkin was just to kind of let it rip and let it do its thing because I'm experimenting. And yes, I want to grow food for my family, but I also just want to have fun in the garden. I don't want to get to the point where I'm so focused on production that I'm not having fun in the garden anymore. But we can go to the other side so that we can go to the back side of the trellis.
All right.
I got to remember to pick up these eggs. Let me go ahead and pick these up so I don't forget. Because I will forget, and then I'll have rotten eggs in the garden, and that's the absolute worst. Yep, you've already seen my strawberries. I don't think there's anything to pick in there right now. I haven't checked in a few days.
Got a couple of flowers, so the ever-bearing will continue.
Which I love.
Yeah.
I think that once you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that once it gets super hot, they kind of chill out for a little bit, and then they may or may not come back in September, October. Okay.
I only had June bearing.
Okay, yeah.
Of course, they're all gone, but I want to incorporate some ever-bearing in mine.
Yes. The cool thing is that these are on year 2 now, right? So this is their established year. After next year, they're not really going to do a whole lot. So they're going to keep spreading down that way. And as they do that, I can just keep adding more compost and then grow whatever I want on this side too. But this is my experimental grow bag. These are free tomatoes that I got from Home Depot. Obviously, one of them doesn't even have leaves.
I see it.
It looks pitiful. It looks like a hornworm got to it or something, but in reality, I just broke off a branch that wasn't supposed to be broken off. That's a big grow bag. It is a big grow bag. My girlfriend traded me for some bread.
Nice.
Yes. Those are the pine shavings I was telling you about. This is another plot of... Sorry, I'm looking at all the squash bugs that are on my pumpkin.
Oh, yeah, you can see them?
Yeah, they're so bad, but it's okay. Yeah. You know what? All right, it's okay. It's fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine.
And he climbs to another one.
Yep. But these are more green beans, and then this is my wall of tomatoes. These are either tomatoes
good.
that I grew from seed. Actually, all of these are from seed.
Succession planting.
Yes. So I wasn't going to originally use this back part of the garden because I just wanted to kind of let this part of the land have a rest, and then I was going to use it next year. The more that I realized, we're only on less than half an acre here in a suburban neighborhood. I need to use as much space as I can. In the 7th year, after 7 years, you let the ground rest or something like that. According to the word of God, I'll have to study more on it. But you're supposed to let the land rest, and I want to do that. So that means that I have to crank out as much as I can while I can. So these are more green beans. These will be ready. What is it, June? These will probably be ready by the end of July. I can start harvesting on them.
They look great.
Yes. And obviously I cut out holes in the cardboard. That was a long day. 0 out of 10. Do not recommend doing that. That was so hard at 2:00 in June in Georgia, in North Georgia for that matter. It was humid and hot. That's how I have new tan lines, and just, it was so hard.
I think probably just line up the cardboard in one line, and have a little line where
in between the two on either side. Yes. This is the plant that we were talking about and joking about earlier. My best friend gave this to me. A lot of nurseries will put several cucumbers or several melons together, and they do not grow well like that, but it can be done. I'm going to pot this up and send my sweet friend, Miss Tiffany Barnes, a picture of that later.
So you're going to put in a grow bag or a 5-gallon bucket, or?
I have 5-gallon buckets and little 5-gallon grow bags as well. So honestly, it really just depends on whether I feel like drilling new holes in a new bucket or not. You'll find out soon enough. But
But it looks
okay.
like it's gonna make it.
Oh yes, and then my sweet friend, you gave me this lovely tree today as a
Oh yes,
gift.
it's a moringa. I figured you'd like it.
I'm very excited.
Something new. And when it gets I guess about good 3-4 feet tall, when you put it, I don't know if you're gonna put it in the ground. Watch your chickens with it because they will eat it. And you want to just cut it so it'll branch out. Like just cut the whole part of it off so it'll branch out. And it's very, very medicinal, has excellent vitamins and minerals and all that good stuff. So do some research
Yes.
and I hope you enjoy it.
I am already just so excited that you were thinking of me when you saw it. So
Yes.
thank you.
I grew a bunch from seed and I was
Really?
excited. So I'm going to be drying the leaves and making moringa powder, putting in my smoothies, and just eating them raw.
Interesting.
I'm gonna take a picture.
Sorry, baby. Sorry, they get in the way. Come on. Watch out! Come on.
Is this their home?
Yes, this is our entire chicken and duck setup. Our
I like
rooster
it.
is in there. His name is Frank, and he is very mean. He's a good rooster, but he's mean to humans.
Oh no.
His spurs are about 1.5 inches long now, so we have to
Mm.
keep him up unless the kids are obviously, if it's raining or something, we'll let him out. Or if we have a lot of hawks and stuff. I'm trying to befriend the crows.
How do you get him back in there?
I catch him.
With those big old claws?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it took me a while. After a few times of getting spurred in the leg, you just kind of get some extra gusto and say a quick prayer in Jesus' name, and then you just go and catch him.
Not me.
Yeah.
I mean, he's beautiful, but
he's a very beautiful black copper Moran. He was actually the surprise chick that we got with our first original black Australorps. These are the black Australorps.
yeah.
And then our ducks, these are 3 khaki Campbells, and then we have a buff duck. The buff ducks give these really big, almost spiral looking eggshell texture. It's really cool. And then the Rhode Island Reds and everything. But yeah, so my husband put all of this together for me. He
I like it.
worked so hard. Everything is completely him except for obviously the metal structures. We got Amazon kits, but the 2 standing wood structures, those are made from pallets. He made that completely from scratch, no blueprint or anything.
Nice.
He just wanted to
be
creative and help me out with something. And yeah,
they all got a place.
Yes. And then the ducks have this green water here. That's their poopy water that I use for the garden. And then the same thing over here. That comes from the rainwater that comes off the top of the roof and it fills up. And we use that for the garden as well. There's 2 rain barrels on either side of the house. I would prefer that you not show that.
I saw that though.
But my husband dug a drainage ditch, I guess, and put the what's it called, the irrigation lining underneath, and he dug it all the way down. I came home one day and he was on all fours digging out a ditch for the irrigation line for the water that they have underneath here. And yeah, I'm just really proud of him. He worked so hard for me and I really appreciate it.
He did a good
job.
Put
this back in the nesting box, please. And we have to use these fake eggs so that the girls know where to lay.
It's a fake egg?
Yes. Go put that away, please.
Oh.
So they're little wood eggs. You can get some that are ceramic, some that are wooden. That's not the nesting box, son. And the chickens love to eat their own eggshells. So when we're done with the eggs, we will either grind them up into powder and put them into feed, which I'm not lying to you, I almost never do that. So I just give them the whole eggshells and they absolutely tear them up.
Wow.
So yeah. But that's that. That's all of our space back here. I'm struggling to find the duck eggs because they like to leave little Easter egg presents for me.
So it's like a little hunt for them.
It is, and it's not very fun. So I'm considering getting rid of the ducks for now. I have a girlfriend that would either process them or use them for their eggs. I would never get rid of Lemon, though. That's my girl. She originally had a sister, named Butter. We named them Lemon and Butter because they were bright yellow when we first got them.
They're so pretty.
And we came home from vacation one day and Butter was gone.
So, everybody, I just want to thank you for taking the tour with us of Leslie's backyard garden. And Leslie, thank you for showing me all of your hard work, because it is hard work gardening. And being out in the sun. And you already started back in March and you grew what? Garlic, corn.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you do with all that harvest?
So with the garlic, I actually took your advice and I put it in the ground last October. So I just got done harvesting it back in last week. I think last week I harvested it and I braided it. It's not the best braid ever. It's my first garlic braid, but I grew it, you know?
It looks so good.
Yes. And it only took up about 7 square feet. 20 square feet, I would say, if that. But
it looks good. I like the braid.
Yes, I think it's fine. I think that the next time that I do it, I'm gonna obviously try to make it tighter and hopefully get bulbs that are consistently this big rather than them being, golf ball size.
But you know what? You tried it and it worked. You know you can do it again.
Yes.
And the main thing about the garlic, it's hard to tell when they're ready and not, and you got to dig your finger around and feel for it. So sometimes you could keep it in longer or whatever, but to me, you have a purpose for it.
Yes.
You're going to be cooking what?
Oh my goodness, I don't even know. I really like the flavor of fried garlic. I think that it tastes really good, and then I like making fried garlic oil.
Okay.
With that, and then I use that in my rice, on chicken or whatever. Salad dressing is really good with fried garlic oil, and then I really like to make confit garlic and put it on my homemade sourdough because that's really good as well.
Homemade sourdough. Look at you.
Yes, I'm doing like the homesteader package: chickens, garden, sourdough, and now kombucha.
Right.
But the corn I started back in April, second week of April, because we've just had a consistent hot, humid spring to summer, and the first day of summer was the other day, but still it's been really humid, so the corn did really well the first few weeks. And I made 6 jars of corn. That was from a 5x5 plot of corn. I got 6 of these, and then I got 2 1-gallon bags of corn on the cob, and they were smaller corns, but I'm excited to have grown something for my family.
Yeah.
I think that obviously if I do corn again next year, it'll be a bigger plot if possible.
Mm-hmm.
I see you. You can wait. You remember I asked you to give us 2 more minutes? It's only been 1 minute. You're falling. Oh no, 1 more minute, okay? You've been very patient. Thank you.
She's so good with them.
Oh, thanks. But yes, I think that garlic, I may or may not do it in grow bags next year and just do a shallow grow bag with it. Because I mean, you can keep adding black cow compost, the rabbit manure that I get from my rabbit poop guy.
And he's pretty local, right?
He's literally a mile and a half up the street. Yes.
Yeah. That's good.
But yeah, because I didn't want to go into a cow pasture and pick up a bunch of cow patties. That does not sound like fun, risking my life to a bull.
My son did that with me one time, and we heard that bull make a noise, and his hoof was like ready to charge him, and the owner was talking to the bull, and you know how you see your life flash in front of you?
Yes.
I looked at my son, and he was like, he had nowhere to run, and we just froze, and thank God the bull went away, but it was like, never try that again. You don't even realize how risky it is.
Yeah, because I mean, you're just thinking about the harvest at that point. You're just thinking about what you can do to get the harvest. Yeah. I think that if I ever do animal manure, it'll still be obviously the chicken poop, the duck poop, the rabbit poop, and then there's actually a lot of people on Facebook in your local community, especially in horse country like this. We've got so many farmers that are like, hey, come and pick up this rabbit poop or horse poop or chicken poop, whatever.
Yeah. A lot of natural organic things that are available. And I like how you use containers, you've used your raised beds, you plant it in the ground, you use the cardboard. What did you say? Dumpster dive? Or
yeah, I dumpster dive for my cardboard and for my wood chips. And then there's also a website called Chip Drop.
Right.
where you can get a dumpster load full of wood chips for completely free.
Yeah.
The problem is that a lot of people don't want an entire truckload
Yeah.
on their property because you saw that. I mean, that's been there for a year and a
Yeah.
half, and my husband wants me to get it out.
Well, we are going to end here since the children are needing their mommy back. So
No,
hold
thank you.
on 1 second. So I just want to thank you guys, Tiffany with Tiff Farms and Miss Leslie showing us her garden in her backyard. Her homestead, really, because she's got it all. And in the kitchen, she throws down. So it's all good.
Thank you.
Love you and
I love
appreciate you.
you,
Thank you
sis.
so much.
Thank you.